Ladies and gentlemen, if you will allow me just a moment of your time. You see, last week, what I did to Javon was nothing personal. What I did to Javon was needed. What I did to Javon Evans was necessary. You see, to keep and maintain order around an industry, lackeys, people who just don't make the cut, people who aren't on a certain level must be cut. You see, in time, there are great ones, there are good ones, and then there are the forgotten. There are the disregarded. Amongst all of the many of bodies that history has claimed, there are the obsolete, and you, Javon, in my eyes, you became the obsolete. You see, history is a bunch of timeless moments woven together. And Javon, you have produced many of timeless moments. But history is what you will be. So while you're at home, resting up and sitting on the couch, I want you to ponder. What lesson was I trying to teach you? You see, they say pain is one of the greatest teachers, so I want you to reach deep within your noggin, Javon, and try and find some semblance of knowledge. What was I trying to teach you? You see, the fact of the matter is, Javon, you're great. You've done many things in this business, but it feels as though your time is coming to an end. It is time to make room for more. It is time to make room for better. You see, just as you came up in NXT and went to the main roster in the old World Wrestling Entertainment, people had to make room for the new. But Javon, don't be discouraged, Javon. No, really what it is that there comes a time in everyone's career where they must admit it is time to hang it up. But Javon, you see, you have a problem. And your problem is you don't know when to hang it up. So it becomes the duty of people like me to hang it up for you. It is the duty of people like me to give you your deadline. I am your Grim Reaper, Javon, and I say it is time to come home. Javon, you were an outsider in the World Wrestling Entertainment. You were an outsider in Wrestling Revolver. You were an outsider anywhere you went, and then you came here to ECW because you thought you would find a new home. But you disgraced the name of the company. You rejected the idea that anything here was good enough for you. You decided that since you were rejected time and time again, you would do the rejecting first. It's a typical defense mechanism used in insecure people, but don't worry, Javon. It is not your fault. See, it is in your nature. You are a victim of the cycle of human instinct. And now you will be a victim of Father Time. Your deadline is coming, Javon, and the clock just keeps ticking. I want you to heed my words, and I want you to ponder them and think real hard about the lesson I am trying to teach you. But with all of that being said, tonight we witness yet another display of the ace reigning supreme. See, you can say last week that I didn't get the victory, but by God, I won the damn war. And tonight, I go one-on-one with a wanted man. Tonight, I go one-on-one with a show-off. You see, Nick, in the WWE, you happen to be an Intercontinental Champion. In the WWE, you managed to make it to the mountaintop before you were fed slop story after slop story. Eventually, you went from being one of the most talented wrestlers, one of the most talented professional wrestlers on the roster, before being demoted to Goldberg's spear dummy. And then you went to the indies to try and reclaim your fame. You went to TNA. You went every and anywhere that was willing to let you sign your name on a dotted line. And called yourself a wanted man when really you were the one who was desperately in need of being wanted. You see, Nick, I respect you and everything you've done for this business. But one thing I don't tolerate is a liar. One thing I don't tolerate is somebody who struts around here and acts like they got it going on when in all reality, when everything is broken down to brass tacks, everything they've said is nothing but pure fabricated lies. You see, this world is full of fabricated lies. In a world full of materialistic lies lies the truth. You see, whenever you hear me speak, you may not like what I say because the truth isn't pretty. The truth is ugly, and what you are hearing and what you are seeing is truth in the flesh. You are hearing the words I speak as truth in their truest form. But no. See, you all want to believe the materialistic lifestyles of those you idolize. You all want to believe that the people you admire most really do what they say they do, that they are people of their words, when in all reality, when you see behind the smoke and mirrors, when you see behind the curtain, you realize they are nothing but frauds. And I've come to an understanding why people don't like me is I'm not fraudulent. The reason why people don't like me is because the truth hurts. And God damn it, I'd be damned if I wasn't the one to spray it. So Nick, Mr. Wanted Man, by the end of the night tonight, you will realize exactly why I say the ace reigns supreme. And you will understand exactly why I am the living embodiment of truth. Because when the dust settles and all is said and done, when I crawl out of the wreckage and rubble that will be our match, after I make my way through the smoke and you're left broken and beaten on that mat, I want you to know, and I want you to realize, and I want you to admit that I told the truth. So Nick, I will see you in that ring. Javon, I wish you a very speedy recovery. And everybody else, to all a good night. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode 2 of the WWE 2K ECW My Career Series. That's a little mouthful. But last week, we saw this man attack Javon Evans after losing his match. Now, he said in his pre-match promo that yes, he may have lost the battle, but god damn it, he won the war. Unfortunately, true as it is, he did indeed win the war, as he is here this week and Javon Evans is not. But he also laid a hint to who he would be facing here tonight, and if you've seen the title of this video, aka the thumbnail of this video, I'm pretty sure you understand who he's going against. So, excitement, maybe? Question mark? Ladies and gentlemen, that man right there, Purgatory plunged Javon Evans ribs first into a steel ladder, an unforgiving steel ladder. And as far as we know, there's no injuries to Javon other than like bruised ribs. Any serious, injuries were immediately put to rest. But ladies and gentlemen, he will be going one-on-one, as you heard, with the wanted man. With a show-off, in his own words. Where he got that idea from. Anyway, what is important is tonight, that man right there gets to teach Reyes a lesson. Because that's really what's going to happen here. Let's be serious. When you get into the ring with a competitor the caliber of Nick Nemeth, it is not a match. It is a lesson to be learned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we will be getting right on in to this match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here tonight, and out of the gate, these two starting off hot and heavy. No mom spaghetti. Chop to the back now. Nemeth looking for a springboard, but Reyes ducks. Hot action already at the start of this one. Driving the knee into the back of Dolph Ziggler. Now a senton to the back. Reyes showing his aggression here tonight. The same aggression he showed last week against Javon Evans. Looking to show off now. Here is Nick Nemeth. Fired up here tonight. Calling Reyes to his feet. What could he be looking for? Springboard crossbody. What athleticism from the wanted man, and a snapmare. Get somebody whiplash doing that. Wait a minute, combination of strikes here by Reyes now. Looking to get back into this match. Oh, but Nemeth kips up, and a Russian leg sweep. It's elementary. Wait a minute, off the top, went for the moonsault, does not connect. Roll through now. Pele kick connect. And now Reyes, couple of stiff shots to Nick Nemeth, and now taunting in the face of the wanted man. Nemeth now going to drive Reyes into the corner. Will we get a clean break between these competitors? No, Nemeth with a cheap shot. But Reyes now not going to take too kindly to that. With a counter whip into the corner now. Irish whip. No, ducks around. What the hell? What a lariat. And what a diversion by Reyes here. Into the lion salt. It connects. Shoulders down on Nick Nemeth. 1, 2. And only a count of 2 on the show off here tonight. What a matchup so far that this has been. Wait a minute. Oh no, fakes them out. And a stiff shot to the jaw.
Reyes now working over Nick Nemeth, telling him to come on, bring your best. If this is the best you got, I'd hate to see your worst. Wait a minute, counter by Nemeth now into the corner. Counter again from Reyes. What's he looking for here? Out of the corner with the Soul Snatcher. Into the cover now. One, and only a count of one this time on Nick Nemeth. Reyes went for something, duck under. Wait a minute, Dragon suplex. What a sequence of events. One, and only a count of one yet again from Nick Nemeth. Reyes now going to pick up Nick Nemeth. Powerbomb into a V-trigger, if you will. Now Reyes picking up Nemeth once again, off the ropes. Pop up, powerbomb. Too clean with it, no Kevin Steen with it. 1, 2, and again Nemeth kicks out. You got to be wondering, Reyes now is thinking, all right, what do I do to put away Nick Nemeth? Wait a minute, Swanton bomb from the top, another cover. 1, 2, and again Nemeth kicks out. And Reyes is looking a little desperate here to put away Nick Nemeth. He's looking desperate to end this match quickly. And you got to think, with the loss to Javon on his record already here in ECW, he needs a win. And Reyes knows that. Reyes knows he needs at least one victory to walk around here and gloat. Double stop, 1, 2, and again Nemeth kicks out. Reyes now looks frustrated, but now is not a time to let your emotions get the best of you. You need to stay on top of Nick Nemeth. And that is exactly what he's trying to do here. Counter out the back door and want to reverse DDT. And now Nemeth selling into the corner. What the hell is Reyes looking for here? Telling Nemeth to shut it up. Wait a minute, off the top, no, counter by Nemeth. Nemeth now with an opportunity of a lifetime drops the knee on the back of the skull. Wait a minute, went for something, and Nemeth just takes him down. Double leg takedown. I can't speak. I'm so sorry. Double leg takedown there by Nemeth, and now Nemeth, knee to the gut, leapfrog, fame asser, if you will. Shout out to Billy Gunn. 1, only a count of 1 though, barely even. Reyes forces the shoulder off the mat. And now what is Nemeth looking for? Nemeth picking up. Reyes in the super kick, connects. That might be curtains. 1, 2, and a kick out again from Reyes. What a sequence of events there. Nemeth tried everything in his arsenal, and it still didn't get the job done. What a stiff shot now. Counter from Nemeth. Back and forth, these two go. Wait a minute, off the ropes. Counter again from Nick Nemeth. Off the ropes goes Reyes. Oh, what a knee. Catches him flush on the jaw. Nemeth now kicks Reyes off, though. What is he looking to create? Separation and an opportunity for more offense. What a German. Nemeth getting fancy with them German souffles. Wait a minute. Counter now. Into the barricade. Stupid invisibility thing. Wait a minute. Nemeth now has Reyes on the shoulders. Counter, though, by Reyes. And now Nemeth in perfect positioning for the shout out to Cactus, but it's countered. Countered by Nick Nemeth, excuse me. Whipped into the ring now. Reyes on the apron, blowing a kiss to the sky, telling Nemeth to get to his feet. Springboard lariat. And that may have been a shot at Javon there. We saw him go for the lariat, but it was just a shot to the face. A stiff shot to the face, might I add. And another stiff shot now to the back of the skull. That's got to be it. That's curtains. 1, 2, and no! Nemeth again kicks out. Nemeth refusing to die here tonight. Stiff shot again, countered by Nemeth this time. Looking to drag Reyes around the ring. Reyes not gonna have it. Nemeth now to a standing basis, brings him in, double underhook. Wait a minute, was looking for that J-Driller possibly, but a counter by Nick Nemeth. And Nemeth now telling Reyes, get to your feet. Famouser once again. Cover now. Well, not even a counter one. Reyes just no-sold it. And a kick to the head of Nick Nemeth. And now Reyes gonna whip Nemeth into the corner. What's he looking for here? A knee. And to the Bulldog. And now Reyes wants Nemeth to his feet. Nemeth now getting popped onto the shoulders, floating around the ring. ETR. That's curtains right there. 1, 2, no! Nemeth gets the shoulder up once again. Nemeth refusing to die here tonight, and Reyes saying, all right, you want to fight? I will give you a fight. Went for the knee once again, but a counter by Nick Nemeth. And now Nick with a swinging neck breaker, trying to gain control of this match once again. In the corner now, tuning up the band. Shout out, oh, HB Shizzle, but it doesn't matter. Turns him around, super kick of his own. Nemeth now slowly getting to his feet. No counter by Nick Nemeth. Oh my God, what a strike. Reyes able to shut down the offense of Nick Nemeth here into the Swanton Bomb. And now Reyes saying it's time. It's game over. It's time to go home. Pack it up, Nicky boy. Wait, oh wait, no, counter. Wait a minute, counter now again from Reyes. Wait a minute, off the ropes. Lion Salt connects. What's he looking for now? Wait a minute, and just stomping a proverbial mud hole in the chest of Nick Nemeth, if you will, baby. Picks him up on the shoulders once again. Center of the ring. Eat the rich. But wait, there's more. Shout out to Billy Mays. Turns him around. No counter by Nick Nemeth. Ran into him. Looks like a little miscommunication there. Wait a minute. Sharpshooter to Nick Nemeth. Sharpshooter to Nick Nemeth. Will Nick Nemeth have to tap? Will Nick Nemeth be forced to submit here tonight? And he is. Nick Nemeth has tapped out to the sharpshooter. Nick Nemeth has tapped out to J.F. Reyes. And, well, Reyes told the truth. He said he was going to come out here and beat Nick Nemeth, and that is exactly what he did. As you see some of the replays of the action here tonight. Lion salts galore, and that fake out clothesline. Hell, that even threw me for a loop. Nemeth put up his absolute best here tonight, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And no matter which way you slice it, at the end of the day, J.F. Reyes is your victor here tonight. As you see, ETR. Little eat the rich action. 1, 2, but wait, there's more. But it all came down to this. Shout out to the Hitman, Bret Hart, with the sharpshooter. Not Bret Hart, you know what I meant. But Reyes nonetheless victorious here tonight.